Alright, 1 second, everybody. I'll be right back. Alright, hello. Sorry for the little bit of the delay there. I was cutting it quite close on time. Well, I still need to go grab a pair of scissors and then I'll be right back. Today we have tiny scissors. I have misplaced our handy dandy scissors. And by misplaced, I mean kidnapped them to wrap Christmas presents and forgot to bring them back. Oh yeah, but this is all off kilter. I forgot I smacked that. I was going to initially record an opening of my return, but I did not have time, so I just finished up a quick live stream over at the Star Wars Card Collectors Facebook group. If you guys want to see what I have, my return from the Natalie Portman and Hayden Christensen send-in signing. Now I just have to figure out how to get this framed. Just wanted to show you guys that. Move this out of the way, actually. I need to make some more space as well, so give me a little bit. Sorry guys, I know we're starting a little bit late. Just a little bit. Alright, that should be enough space to be moving our commons and uncommons out of the way. Alright. Alright. So, today, of course, we are opening up a full case of the brand new release, today the 19th, Quintessential Quintuplets. I was also hoping to be opening up one of the full Quintessential sets, which instead of having trial decks released in English, Bushiroad just made a set of all 5 different trial deck releases from Japan. And put them into the set with an assortment of foils and then 1 SP guaranteed per set. I believe it was a full set of all the SRs and triple Rs from the trial decks, and then 1 of 5 different SPs per set. Although it looks like they might not arrive. They were supposed to ship on Wednesday, although we never received the tracking numbers. The boss man is currently trying to talk with our Southern Hobby rep to see if they are arriving today, if they're arriving late, or if for some reason they never got sent out. So, might have to adjust the title and description after the stream. If they don't arrive during the stream, then I, of course, will not be able to open up one of the sets. Draugr says, nice decorations, love the Pikmin there. Thank you, Draugr. Yes, we are covered in Pikmin. Pikmin are definitely holiday themed, right? But we're opening up a full case. Like I said, hope to open a set. We'll see. I am unsure that they will arrive as expected. So, if you all are ready, I am ready, because this will take quite some time. Of course, full 16-box case. Not sure what we will be finding per case. Not sure what the odds are. There are SSPs in this product, and there are also the HYRs, which I believe are a rarity exclusive to Quintessential Quintuplets. They don't have signatures on them, but they look very pretty. I've seen a few on TCGPlayer. Of course, haven't seen any of these cards in person just quite yet. But in the thumbnail, I did use a couple of the SSPs from the set. It'd be wonderful to find one of them, especially the one on the left in the thumbnail. That seems to be very, very expensive. Of course, like I said, today's release date, I'm sure prices will fluctuate a little bit, but Quintessential Quintuplets is very hot, and I'm very excited to be able to check out a full case. Singles from the sets will be available after the stream. Of course, I'll sort everything, list it on our TCGPlayer shop, which is linked in the description down below. Let's go ahead and crack open this case. There is also a carton topper playmat that does come with every sealed case. I do have a different mat, so you guys can see that's not the Niv mats, but that is one of the new Crimson Vow playmats that came in yesterday, actually. And the Chandra mat was so beautiful that I couldn't resist. So Niv is just taking a break today. Niv mat will probably be back tomorrow, but I wanted to use the Chandra mat today because it's just so nice. Also, we'll be checking out a few pre-release kits for Crimson Vow. I've actually recorded those already. Those will be up, I think, after the stream. All right. This is what the carton topper mat looks like. I think I need to move the case so there's a little more space. Hey Saul, welcome. Steven says it is a nice mat. Actually, I think I need to just put this on the floor. Now, this is the carton topper mat. It does have stitched edges, so there's just one mat per carton instead of the unstitched edges. We used to get 4 mats. Seems like I had thought Bushiroad had switched permanently to the stitched edges, but I remember 7 Deadly Sins did have non-stitched edges and it had 4 mats. So I'm wondering if the English edition originals will continue to be just regular mats with 4 per or not. So I guess we'll find out in a couple weeks with Ruby. If you guys missed, also did have, it should be the pinned comment on the YouTube live stream. If you missed our reveal yesterday, I did show off 2 different combos from that upcoming Ruby set. So if you missed it, I recommend you go ahead and check it on out. But let's go ahead and get started here by snapping us into the corner. Chandra is ready to go. I am ready to go. Acorn says Weiss has its own category now. Cool. Yeah, I think I was able to put it in the Weiss category in the slime case opening. But I think it's within the past couple months that Weiss has their own Twitch category. So it's pretty new, Acorn, I believe. Hey, Elliot, welcome. Yes, Quintessential Quintuplets. This is what the box looks like. And then, like I said, there is an HYR rarity here. Hanayome rare. So there's 5 different Hanayome rares. Also looks like there are 5 SPs and 5 SSPs. 10 types of triple Rs and 30 types of SRs. So like I said, I'm not sure what we are going to be finding in a case, if it's going to be like 1 SP, 1 HYR, or if it's going to be a couple SPs and an HYR. Really don't know. Don't know what the odds are for those high rarity foil pulls, but we will find out. Doomer says waifu mat. This is what, I mean, yeah, it's Chandra. It's beautiful Chandra here. It's the Dress to Kill borderless art variation. It does have, it's one of the playmats that released today for Crimson Vow's official release date. Tiffany says the mat is gorgeous. Hey, thank you, Tiffany. I do love this mat. I couldn't, like I said, it was so pretty, I couldn't resist it. But all right, let's crack on into our first of 16 boxes. We'll just go ahead and jump right on into it since Weiss takes me quite a while to open. D-Rank777 is now following. Thank you, D-Rank. All right, let's get started. Our promo here is for the reward, Yotsuba. That is promo number 137. Interesting numbering, so I'm assuming there's at least 7 promos. Unfortunately, even though it gives the odds on the in-set cards, it doesn't mention the promos. But since that ends in 7, I'm assuming 7 promos, which is higher than usual. We'll see. All right, this is what the single booster pack looks like. Quintessential Quintuplets. Now, I personally haven't seen Quintessential Quintuplets, personally, but Tiniest Knife. Tiniest Knife is a little bit... Why is Tiny Knife being rude? Or Tiniest Scissors. You know, I might actually have to go with the pull tabs today. Barco, this is a case opening for the shop. Oh, there we go. Andon actually bought a case, but Andon and his wife really love the show together, so Andon did pay extra. We're going to ship it. So that's why instead of having 2 cases, like when we opened up Slime, 1 case was for the shop, 1 case was for Andon. We're just opening up the 1 case this afternoon. Starting off with a rare Awkward Atmosphere, Itsuki. Yeah, Bubba, today is a Scissors Day. Elliot says you gotta do a cosplay with that outfit. I would. If there was this one of these Chandra dresses, I would wear it. I would wear that. Not the fire part. Mine wouldn't be on fire, but... Not sure on the case price, Barco, but if you send a message to the site, I do think we still have a couple sealed cases if you are interested. Noogie asks, how's the internet? Seems alright, seems alright. According to the Spectrum supervisor, they did replace the physical line over the weekend. And then earlier in the week, they were working on balancing, whatever that means. Because we were having some issues on Monday nights with speed, but it wasn't as bad. It was just slow. But apparently they've been working on the balancing, and it should be all good to go now. And definitely tomorrow it should be fine. I mean, we'll see, of course, if there's any issues. We will let them know. But for now, it seems it should be all right. Acorn says, it says there are 5 promos. So interesting that that ends in 7 there. Tiffany asks if she's supposed to be a vampire. Now, Chandra's not a vampire, which is why I was curious as to how she actually got invited to the wedding. It's like, who got Chandra the invite? Hey, Kira, welcome. One step forward, Ichika. Hey, Jetsmats. Matt says, create your own costume. I'm not a seamstress, Matt. I can't do that. I have no talent for making clothes. Double R, Quintessential Quintuplets, Yotsuba. It's our first double R. No, Matt, they replaced the main line from the store to the street months ago. It was a crack in the main line for the entire city. Like the big thing that I guess everything branches off. They found a physical crack in it. And they replaced that, and then they've been balancing it. They replaced everything inside the building, I would say like February, and then replaced from the shop area, because the shop was having some problems too, and then from my area, outside, everything outside to the original line was replaced a couple months after that. Tiffany says, I was more curious about the fire since I figured that is one of the few ways to kill vampires. I don't know. Chandra, her thing is fire. So I think she's just on fire because it's Chandra. I don't know if it has a particular purpose there. Intimate Sisters, Itsuki. Double R, Quintessential Quintuplets, Itsuki. As our second double R of the box. Heartfelt, Miku, rare. Matt asks, cable or DSL? I don't know what DSL means. I am hardwired. Tiny Scissors is being very rude. I'm not sure why Tiny Scissors is not cooperating with me this afternoon. TCGPlayer says there are 10 promos, 5 that are PE 1 through 5, and 5 that are E 136 through 140. Interesting. I wonder what the PE ones are. Wonder if those are set promos? This was another double R here. Fresh from a bath, Nino. Steven says it's cable. No, we don't have fiber, Barco. Steven says DSL is high-speed dial-up. So our only options that this location has, we have a step forward, Miku, double R. Is we can get the Spectrum Business, which is what we have, where we get up to 40 upload, or Frontier has dial-up. That's it. That's it for this location, unfortunately. Hoping that fiber will arrive. Frontier is putting in fiber a couple blocks away, so maybe they'll make their way over here. But at the moment, it's dial-up or what we already have. Test of Courage, Yotsuba, rare. Probably Acorn. So it looks like 5 promos are in the set, and then 5 promos are in the regular boosters. Friendly asks if we have any sword art. We do still have a few cases of sword art. Just opening up the Quintessential today, but we do have some sword art. None is scheduled for this weekend, but do have actually a lot of Weiss this weekend for our live stream tomorrow night. We do have Firm Resolve, Nino, rare. Wait a minute. And then Double R, Quintessential Quintuplets, Nino. Hold up, that was interesting. Was not expecting that. Some packs have multiple rares. I'm just noticing now. Yeah, we've had some... Hey, that's odd. That is odd. Yeah, I thought this one looked odd. That says Double R plus. Double R plus. Alright, so I need more piles. Alright. So we did have some rares mixed in with the uncommons. Let's look at those. Intimate Sisters, Miku. At That Age, Nino. An Honor Student, Yotsuba. And then this, A Step Forward, Miku, was a Double R plus. Interesting. And then Quintessential Quintuplets, Nino, regular Double R. I just think this set is larger than usual, Barco, because it does say 135 types, and the promos start at 136. Usually the promos start at 101. So I'm thinking this set is just larger than usual. Overflowing Charm, Ichika, rare, and Double R, Sparkling Smile, Yotsuba. Pygo will be opening up. We have some personal breaks of Crimson Vow for tomorrow night, but I did actually already open up all of our preview boxes since we had this case of quintuplets planned for Friday. I did record all those videos on Wednesday on the channel. Hey, Noir Odd, welcome. Rare, Onwards to the School Camp, Yotsuba. Rare, Operation Doppelganger, Nino. Fabled Grim says, set's big. Also from Friends case opening, there could be but more than one Double R plus per box, playset per case. Okay. Alright, so it looks like that Step Forward Miku will be our only Double R plus in the box. By Your Side, Miku. Rare. The art in this set so far has been really cute. Really enjoying what I'm looking at. Curious to see if we're going to find more than one foil here in this first box. We haven't seen any so far. And we do have our first foil. We do have SR, Intimate Sisters, Miku. Go ahead and get that sleeved on up. Intimate Sisters, Nino, rare. Double R plus. Okay, so we did find a second one here. Variety of Charms, Yotsuba. And the last pack of our first box. We have Under the Moonlight, Nino, rare. Alright, so just one foil here in our first box. We'll try to keep track of how many single versus dual foil boxes we have here in the case. Alright, so we did have 5 double R's and 2 double R pluses here in box 1. Moving on to our second. Promo is Drowsy Look, Itsuki. All right, here we go. First pack, box 2. I see. Okay, so this I probably have some uncommons in the common piles. Under the Moonlight, Nino, rare, and double R, fresh from a bath, Nino pack. Have to keep a closer eye on it. I'm used to the first 4 cards always being commons, but it looks like whenever we find a double R, we do have a rare in the pack as well. So we do get an extra rare card instead of a 4th common. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. Easier to take them out now than to do it later. Alright. I think that was all of them. Let's go pack 2. I know some of you hate the pull tabs, but I think I might have to abandon our tiny scissors today. Honor Student, Yotsuba, rare. Test of Courage, Yotsuba. Hey, Polar Bears, welcome. Firm Resolve, Nino. Tiffany says, so they decided to change up the normal pack flow. That would be correct. Like I said, I'm used to the first 4 cards always being commons. But packs with an extra rare do have 1 less common. Secret Ingredient, Miku. In a jersey, Yotsuba, rare. At that age, Nino, rare. And in a yukata, Ichika, double R. By your side, Miku. Knowing the circumstances, Itsuki. We do have a foil coming up. SR in a Santa suit, Ichika. Perfect for the holiday season. That's a cute card. I love the snowflakes in the background. In a Santa suit, Ichika, SR. Whoop. Pygo says, wow, the foil Santa card is nice. This is a very pretty card. I wonder if each of the 5 of them have Santa suits, or it's just Ichika. R plus variety of charms, Yotsuba. Intimate Sisters, Ichika. And R Quintessential Quintuplets, Itsuki. I do not believe the SPs here are numbered, Acorn. I believe that was just in the Alicization Volume 2, English release. There are a lot of chase cards in this set, however. There are the HYRs, Hanayome Rares, and also SSPs as well as regular SPs. R plus, Step Forward, Miku. Scorning Eyes, Miku. Pikachu asks any SP yet? Not yet. Only on box 2 of the case. Intimate Sisters, Nino, rare. Only 2 SRs so far. Onwards to the school camp, Yotsuba. And Quintuplets, Nino, R. Operation Doppelganger, Nino. Oh, that's cute. Look at them all. So small. Belligerent Itsuki. And Yotsuba, R. One step forward, Ichika, rare. I know they had those backwards numbered Viserys ears in the secret layers. Not sure if they're going to do that in booster boxes coming forward as well, but that was interesting. Little bonuses in the secret layers with those numbered cards. Intimate Sisters, Miku. That does it here for box 2. So, another single foil box. Let's hope to see some more as we progress through the case. Going to move our uncommons and commons out of the way. All right, box 3. Promo is another Itsuki Drowsy look. Have Intimate Sisters Miku and Double R in a Yukata Ichika. In a jersey, Miku, rare. One Step Forward, Ichika, rare. Haven't found any SPs yet, Kitty Cocoon. We're only on box 3. So far, I've only had 2 SRs. Habit of Undressing, Ichika. And Double R, Kind Gaze, Itsuki. Ooh, we have a foil here. SR, Test of Courage, Yotsuba. Our first foil here in box 3. Now, I saw the announcement the other day for a new Secret Layer drop. It seems like there's new Secret Layers, like, at least once a month now. It is hard to keep up with how many there are. At least for me. By your side, Miku. Secret Ingredient, Miku. We do have a second foil here. Intimate Sisters, Yotsuba, SR. So our first double foil box of the case is box 3. Pikachu asks, how many SPs in a case? I don't know. I haven't heard. There are SPs, SSPs, and HYRs in this set as well. So I'm not sure what is going to be the case hit. I'm assuming SSPs will be 1 per master case. And then maybe HYRs in the other case? I really don't know, though. We'll just have to wait till the end and find out. Tiffany's keeping track for me. Thank you, Tiffany. In a jersey, Yotsuba. And Double R, Quintessential Quintuplets, Yotsuba. Is there a common left in here? There is. I was like, this pack doesn't make sense. There's a common that was hiding in the pack. I was like, we only had 2 commons. That doesn't make sense. At that age, Nino, rare. Unknown Truth, Ichika. Michael says a case will have either 3 SPs and an HYR, or 1 SSP, 1 HYR, 2 SPs. Ooh, that's nice, Michael. That is nice. Esquire had a fire. What? Esquire says I had a quick fire to deal with at work, but I'm here now. Nothing easy even on Friday. Ooh. Well, I hope everything's alright, Esquire. Worst timing, Itsuki, and Double R, Beyond Her Gaze, Miku. Fabled says, believe friend got 3 SP and an HYR. That's nice. Pygo asked, what was your favorite secret layer this year? The last secret layer that I got was the Yargle Day one. I don't know if that was this year or last year. I like that one though. I thought it was very humorous. Honor student Yotsuba. Intimate Sisters Ichika and Quintessential Quintuplets Miku, double R. Scorning Eyes Miku. Double R plus, Step Forward, Miku. Belligerent, Itsuki. Under the Moonlight, Nino. Pygo says the Yargle was last year. Oh, okay. Got back to the hobby with Kaldheim, so I missed that one, but that one was cool as well. I like the secret layers that are just funny. Like, none of the cards in there are, like, particularly in demand, but it's just they have Yargle on them, so I like them. We have in a Santa suit Nino, so it does look like we could possibly get 5 different Santa suit SRs. That'd be a cool little mini set to collect. Alright, last pack here of box 3. We have had 2 foils already, so it shouldn't be anything crazy here in the last pack. Knowing the circumstances, Itsuki. Alright. Quarter of the case down. 2/3 to go. Straighten up things here. We haven't found any triple R's or higher rarities just quite yet. Perhaps we'll find our first one. If we're finding 4 high-tier rarities per case, maybe we'll find one here. If it's 3 SPs and an HYR, or 1 SSP, 1 Hanayome Rare, and 2 regular SPs, might find one here. Promo is Sweet Trap Nino. All right, pack 1. Habit of Undressing Ichika. Kind Gaze Itsuki. In a Jersey, Miku. Test of Courage, Yotsuba. Firm Resolve, Nino. Fresh from a Bath, Nino. SR at that age, Nino. Hey Jason, welcome. I don't know anything that I'd open that Harley Quinn would be relevant to, but if there is something in the future, I suppose I could do a Harley cosplay. Hey Ziggy, welcome, welcome. Twin Pajamas, Itsuki, rare. Intimate Sisters, Nino. He's got the headband on. This guy doesn't look very happy about the headband. We do have our first triple R opening up the way. Sleeve up. That first foil here in box 4. Intimate Sisters, Yotsuba. Yotsuba check, Yotsuba. And double R, Quintuplets, Ichika. Worst Timing, Itsuki, rare. Intimate Sisters, Itsuki. Overflowing Charm, Ichika. Double R plus, Variety of Charms, Yotsuba. Heartfelt, Miku, rare. In a Santa suit, Ichika. And double R, Sparkling Smile, Yotsuba. Unknown Truth, Ichika, rare. Onwards to the School Camp. Operation Doppelganger. And last pack of box 4. Do have Awkward Atmosphere, Itsuki. Followed up by double R, Nino. Alrighty. Did I mess that one up? No, I did not. Alright, good to know. So that does it for our first chunk of the case here. 4 boxes in. We have had 3 single foil boxes. Right? We actually have 6. Okay, so that was, yes, because these 2 came out of box 3. So at that age, Nino and the triple R opening up the way got us through box number 4. So we haven't found any higher rarity cards just quite yet. It's just our assortment of SRs and triple Rs. Hey GP, welcome, welcome. All right, moving on to box 5. Do have Bath Time Miku for our promo. All right, here we go, pack 1. The Triple R is a foil, but it's a different foil than the SR, so it's in a different pile. Starting off with Operation Doppelganger, Nino, rare. Yotsuba check, rare. One step forward, Ichika. Intimate Sisters Miku and Quintuplets Yotsuba, double R. Yeah, Tiffany, that was a double foil. So boxes 3 and 4 had 2 foils. 1 and 2 had singles. Onwards to the school camp, Yotsuba. And a Santa suit, Ichika. And Quintuplets, Ichika, double R. Under the Moonlight, Nino. SR, Unknown Truth, Ichika is our first foil here of this box. Heartfelt, Miku, rare. Test of Courage, Yotsuba. Intimate Sisters, Yotsuba. My Shovel, just subscribed. Welcome, Shovel. Firm Resolve, Nino. Intimate Sisters, Nino, and Nino, double R. In Pajamas, Itsuki. Awkward Atmosphere, Itsuki. Itsuki Intimate Sisters, and Sparkling Smile Yotsuba Double R. We have another foil here, Heartfelt Miku. Overflowing Charm, Ichika. Ziggyaz, have you guessed the plot of the show yet? No. I can't tell what's going on aside from, I guess there is a portion where I'm assuming Yotsuba has the headband. Yotsuba needs something done undercover because I've seen Miku with a headband and I've seen the dude with a headband. And the cards are titled, one is Doppelganger. Something about Doppelganger, so I guess I don't know. There's also a climax rare where it says we managed to not fail all their classes. And I'm like, do they have the smartest one of the quintuplets taking all the tests? Like, what's going on? Jean Bonbeau says, I had an SP in my box. Hope you get something great. Thank you, Jean. Appreciate it. Honor students, Yotsuba. And in a Yukata, Ichika. And Double R Plus, Unstoppable Feelings, Ichika. Our first not Miku, not Yotsuba Double R Plus of the case there in box 5. Alright, moving on to box number 6 here. We have Sweet Trap, Nino. Scorning Eyes, Miku. Awkward Atmosphere, Itsuki. And a Santa suit, Nino. Rare. I think that one might be a new one. Hey, Sue-Ann, welcome. Knowing the Circumstances, Itsuki. Yep, all different shows, Pygo. Last release was a Sword Art themed release. Next release will be Ruby for the next English edition original. And we have some more Bang Dream. We have Data Bullets as well. Mushoku Tensei coming up next year. Hololive next year. Unknown Truth, Ichika. You have Worst Timing, Itsuki, and Beyond Her Gaze, Miku, Double R. Soy Saucer Weiss says, I'm glad you're doing part to support this card game. Looking forward to more videos in the future. Much love. Hey, thank you so much, Soy Saucer. Really appreciate that. I love opening up Weiss. It's a lot of fun looking at all the cards, and now that I know how to play, it definitely brings a new, interesting perspective to things, but happy to be opening up a full case of quintuplets here today, because there are so many different rarities to look for. But I appreciate the super chat and the kind words. Thank you so much. Pygo, the Adventure Time ones are an English edition original, so those are only available in English. I know when it came out, it wasn't super popular, but some of the cards seem to be going up in price recently for the Adventure Time cards. That was a set that we did not get upon release here. That's when we weren't getting every set, we were just picking and choosing based on what people asked for locally. But from now on, we're just ordering every Weiss set. We do have another foil here in a jersey, SR Yotsuba. Is that our first foil of box 6? I don't think so. I think that is our first one. In a jersey, Miku, rare. Habit of Undressing, Ichika, and Kind Gaze, Itsuki, RR. RR Plus, Unstoppable Feelings, Ichika. Overflowing Charm, Ichika. And a Santa Suit, Ichika. Intimate Sisters, Yotsuba, rare. Belligerent, Itsuki. Yotsuba Check, rare. And Ichika, RR. RR Plus and a Yukata, Itsuki. In Pajamas, Itsuki, rare. Alright, almost finished with box 6 here. Welcome to Pip, how are you today? Heartfelt Miku and RR Sparkling Smile Yotsuba. Alright, one last pack here in box number 6. Intimate Sisters, Ichika, and Quintuplets, Miku, RR. Alright, so that does it for the first 6 boxes of the case. Hey Vader, welcome. Sly Demon, not yet. So far, we have 1 RR, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 8. You have 8 total SRs and 1 RR, 9 foils out of 6 boxes. Alright, so Every 2 boxes, I'm moving our commons and uncommons, but we'll have to start moving our rares as well. That pile is getting a bit high. I'll move our climax commons as well, and our promos. All right, let me straighten these on up. I'm also going to go grab another drink for myself. My throat is quite dry. And when I come back, we'll be getting into this one here, box number 7. So hang tight, everybody, and I'll be back. Also, I'll let you guys know if I have any updates, if these sets are arriving today or not. If so, I will open one. If not, might make a video on it in the future just so you guys can see what that looks like. Was supposed to be arriving today, but we're not sure based on, we have not received tracking, so maybe they didn't even ship it on Wednesday. But anyways, like I said, let me go grab a new drink, and if I have any new info for you guys when I come back, I'll let you all know. Alright, no new info as of right now, but we'll see. I mean, we still do have a little over half a case of time left for the sets to arrive. Alright, let's crack on into box number 7. Hey, Chad. Hey, Brandon. Welcome, welcome. Promo of box number 7 here is Bath Time Miku. Yep, Batman Ninja Pygo is the Batman set, based off of the animated film. Honor students, Yotsuba. Hey, Billy, welcome. Belligerent Itsuki. Under the Moonlight, Nino, rare. We do have our second triple R of the case. Let's be fair. Alright, cool. I'll have to go grab the sets then. Looks like the sets did arrive. I'll have to run over at some point. Yeah, Fabled. Ours arrived a day late. It was supposed to arrive... Because typically our Weiss gets here the Wednesday of release week. It did just come yesterday. So there was a slight delay, but not too bad. Although I know Bushiro did announce that some shops might just be getting it late in general. But ours was only, I mean, it still arrived prior to release date, but it was 1 day later than usual. So. And then the sets arrived today, so the sets did not arrive at the warehouse at the same time as the boosters, which was interesting. You'd think it would all come at the same time, but it did not. Firm Resolve, Nino. And Fresh from a Bath, Nino. Intimate Sisters, Nino. Bossman, this set is so huge that packs that have a regular double R have a rare instead of a 4th common. It's just packs that have the regular double R. The double R pluses are just normal packs. By Your Side, Miku. One Step Forward, Ichika. Monkey Ass Alley, what is your expensive magic card? I don't have any expensive magic cards. Secret Ingredients, Miku, and Quintuplets, Itsuki, double R. Onwards to the School Camp, Yotsuba. Operation Doppelganger, Nino. Awkward Atmosphere, Itsuki, and Quintuplets, Nino, double R. I don't believe so, Pygos. I know there's not even any different kinds of mobile games or just digital games at all for Weiss, just because of licensing. Wouldn't be able to do stuff like that, how it's easy for independent properties like Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic, Pokemon. So I know you can play Weiss sometimes in Tabletop Simulator, but I think that's it. Tiffany, I did just start putting the rares on top of the double Rs and the double Rs on top of the pluses. That is correct. I messed up. Pile-wise. I forgot I'd moved the rares out of the way, so I just went to the 2 piles that were there. Today's been a bit of a struggle. I don't know why. I think it's just an off day for me. Been stumbling a lot. Test of Courage, Yotsuba. I think I'm just tired. I think it's just the end of the week. I'm like, Overflowing Charm, Ichika. So just 1 foil so far here in box 7. Double R Plus, Unstoppable Feelings, Ichika. And SR, Intimate Sisters, Itsuki. We do have a second foil here in box 7. Have yet to find any of the higher rarity foils. Seems as all those Pikmin steps. No, I barely get any steps during the week, Steven. Like, my daily steps, like, Monday through Friday, are usually, like, mid to high 1000s. Just because I'm just doing stuff. Yeah, I don't have time to go walk around. It's just sitting on my butt all day. Doing mail or whatever. I only get good steps on the weekend. In a jersey, Yotsuba, rare. Last pack here of box 7. We have At That Age, Nino, and Quintuplets, Yotsuba RR. Alrighty. Moving on to the halfway point of the case. Box number 8. Promo here is Drowsy Look, Itsuki. I figure it's a joke, Steven, but I don't want people to think that I'm wasting all my time running around for Pikmin and not working when I'm just working through the week. In a jersey, Yotsuba. And Quintuplets, Itsuki RR. It's our first of box 8. Heartfelt Miku. And White Lie, Climax rare. Belligerent Itsuki, and Beyond Her Gaze, Miku RR. Intimate Sisters, Ichika. Scorning Eyes, Miku. And a Santa Suit, Ichika, rare. Hey Ryan, welcome. We do have Beyond Her Gaze, Miku. This is our first SP of the case. So the regular SPs don't have the signs, they have the stamp name, but the SSPs have the signatures. So it's not a hot stamp per se, just a different thing going on. Not quite sure why, but let's have a quote plus Miku there. First SP of the case, Beyond Her Gaze, Miku. Alrighty, so let's make some space. And a Santa Suit, Nino, rare. Knowing the Circumstances, Itsuki, and Kind Gaze, Itsuki RR. We do have another RR here, Carefree Smile, our third of the case. So 2 foils here in box number 8. In a jersey, Miku and RR each got quintuplets. Double R plus, step forward, Miku. Ryan asks, does this product compare at all to Mom Psycho or totally different? That is a good question, Ryan. I would think totally different. Only similarity is probably being that they are the same TCG. That's okay, Acorn. There could be up to 2 more in the case, depending on what else we find. Unknown Truth, Ichiga, rare. It's looking like 3 SPs and a Hanayome rare, or an SSP, a Hanayome rare, and 2 SPs per case. So really nice odds. I mean, we'll see what we find here in our case, but that is what chat has clued me in on. Worst timing, Itsuki. Secret ingredient, Miku. Intimate Sisters, Yotsuba. Yotsuba check and Sparkling Smile Yotsuba. Lizzie is here. Ooh. Sorry to hear that, Lizzie. I hope you have a speedy recovery. Yeah, that stinks, Lizzie. Hope you're, I mean, not gonna be doing great at the moment, but I hope not doing too bad in that speedy recovery. Broken arm in 2 places. Ooh. At that age, Nino, rare. In Pajamas, Itsuki, rare. And that does it here for box number 8. So halfway through the case, we do have our first high rarity with the Miku SP. Alright, let me tidy things on up here a bit, move our commons and uncommons out of the way. Then I will go run over and grab a set as quickly as possible. So that way, of course, after we finish with the full case, we can unbox one of those quintessential sets. So hang on, everybody. Like I said, I'll try to be back as soon as possible. When I return, do have 8 more booster boxes and a quintessential set. So hang in there and I'll be right back. The sets are here. I'll put that up here. Don't let me forget, everybody. That seems like something I would do today. Like I said, today's oddly been an off day for me. Lots of stumbling over my words. Just general forgetfulness. But those days happen. Other than me, how's everybody else doing today? I know Lizzie is recovering. Like I said, hoping for a speedy recovery, Lizzie. Stacey asks if we have any autos yet. Not yet. The regular SPs do not have the signatures. They do have the name stamps. If we find an SSP, we would find a signature card. The Hanayome rares don't have anything on them particularly fancy. But they are very, very expensive, of course. Lots of healthy high foil prices in this set. We did actually manage to pick up another case from Southern the other day. I saw some of the SSPs on TCGPlayer for $800. So definitely hot right out the gate. This set does not have numbered SPs to my knowledge. Steezy Steve, I don't believe so. You have a Bath Time Miku promo. Alright, so we are on box number 9 of 16 here. Let's see if this will be an SSP case or not. Would love to find an SSP, but of course they are not easy to pull. Starting off the foil though, we do have SR, Onwards to the School Camp, Yotsuba. Hey, thank you, Steezy. Appreciate it. Hey, welcome, Alpha Cat. Oh, we do have Overflowing Charm, Ichika, and Kind Gaze, Itsuki, and an uncommon in the common pile. So let me go back and take care of that. So there it is. I am really liking the art style of the set. Of course, that is because apparently I would enjoy the art style of the show. That's how it works. Of course, the cards are a lot of screenshots from the anime itself, as well as character models in cards like this. So it seems like a show that I would enjoy visually. I know somebody in Twitch chat posted the description or summary of the show. Seems interesting, although don't want to commit to something new at this time. As if I really enjoy quintuplets, then I'll try to make a set, and it's a lot of money I don't have here in this holiday season, so. Cards are very beautiful, though. Really enjoying the foils, especially the triple Rs. I've been liking the texture with the little flowers around the border. Very cute set. No, I mean the set, Acorn. I know, the set there, but that is the set of trial deck cards. Instead of releasing 5 different trial decks in English, Bushiro just put them into a big box set. Double R Plus, Unstoppable Feelings, Ichika. Test of Courage, Yotsuba. Intimate Sisters, Itsuki, rare. In Pajamas, Itsuki, rare. In a jersey, Miku. Operation Doppelganger, Nino. All right, rest well, Lizzie. Awkward Atmosphere, Itsuki. In a Santa suit, Ichika. Intimate Sisters, Yotsuba. Yotsuba check. And Beyond Her Gaze, Miku. Worst Timing, Itsuki. In a Santa suit, Nino. All right, almost finished up here with box. Box is at 9. Firm Resolve, Nino, and Double R, Quintuplets, Nino. Intimate Sisters, Nino. Wing Pika says this set is going to make me go broke. It is a beautiful set, but it's a very large one. Very large. Habit of Undressing, Ichika, and Quintuplets, Miku, Double R. Unknown Truth, Ichika. Onwards towards the school camp. And Quintuplets, Ichika, Double R. All right, so that does it for box 9. Let me tidy up our piles. So many piles here, much more than usual for a Weiss set. With the Double R pluses. Alrighty, box 10. Let's go. Promo of box 10 is for the reward, Yotsuba. I believe that is a new promo. Acorns, it's time for another SP. It would be lovely. Like YouTube chat was saying, we could find up to 3. Also, should still be finding a Hanoyame rare. And potentially an SSP instead of a third SP. So we'll see, we'll see. High hopes here for the remainder of this case. Box 10 is where we are at right now. Intimate Sisters, Nino. Onwards to the school camp, Yotsuba. Intimate Sisters, Miku. Under the Moonlight, Nino. Honor Students, Yotsuba. And Sparkling Smile, Yotsuba RR. Those of you on YouTube are enjoying the case opening so far. Don't forget to go on ahead and hit that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. Unfortunately, for those of you on Twitch, there's nothing equivalent, but if you're not yet following and would love to see every time I go live, make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button over on Twitch. At that age, Nino. We have not hit any SSPs yet, Titus, but we have had just one SP so far in 10 boxes. Looking like case counts come out to 3 SPs, 1 Hanoyame Rare, or 2 SPs, an SSP, and a Hanoyame Rare. So, we could find one. We are still looking for 3 more assorted high-rarity foils. Could find one, would love to, but as of right now, not seen one yet. Intimate Sisters, Itsuki. Overflowing Charm, Ichika. One Step Forward, Ichika, and Fresh from a Bath, Nino RR. Also, for those of you watching on YouTube, if you missed our Ruby preview premiere yesterday, pinned comment does have a link to that video if you'd like to check it out. Do you have an SR Yotsuba here? That is our first foil of box 10. We did get to look at 2 different blue Climax combos from December's Ruby release. That video is available on the channel for all viewers. Like I said, those of you on YouTube want a quick link to it. It is in the pinned comments. Those of you on Twitch, I'm sure if you ask nicely, someone would copy and paste it for you. Very exciting preview from Bushiroad yesterday. I was so happy, you guys. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Those of you who were able to tune in for the premiere, I appreciate it. Those of you that have checked it out afterwards, I appreciate that as well, of course. Perhaps I will get another preview in the future. I'd love to. I'd love to. With the announcement of Everfest from Flesh and Blood, makes me curious if perhaps Legend Story Studios will reach out again. I'd love to do another preview for Flesh and Blood. Killer Goat says I need to get a case of Ruby still. Not sure if we'll be doing a full case opening or just a couple boxes when the set releases, but We'll be checking out at least a little bits when that comes out on December 17th. Now, the thing I like about Weiss is if it gets delayed, it's delayed like a week or 2. But Star Wars Stellar has been pushed to the 15th now. Is it even going to come out this year? I don't know. It was supposed to come out on Wednesday, and it got pushed to December 1st, and now it's pushed to December 15th. So you guys have to wait even longer for the Hutt Slayer Leia cosplay, but Ziggy says I pulled a Hanayomi Rare Nino for my 2 boxes. Congrats, Ziggy. Now, when I was creating the thumbnail, a lot of the Hanayomi rares were between 200 and 220 apiece. Being a case hit, of course, it makes sense. So congrats, Ziggy, on the poll. R plus and a Yukata Itsuki. Heartfelt Miku and Beyond Her Gaze Miku R. Tiffany says Chrome has been pushed until next year. Now that's something I hadn't seen, because for us it was still showing as the 30th. Whatever that Wednesday is. The 29th, it was still showing as the 29th, so I guess Garbage Pail Chrome will be next year. But there are a lot of sets listed currently for 12/15, which is Garbage Pail Series 2, a couple different hockey products, Upper Deck AEW Wrestling, Upper Deck Spider-Man Metal, Star Wars Stellar, now Formula 1 Chrome 2021 is scheduled for the 15th, but we'll see. We'll see. So much stuff on that release date. If it all comes out, it'd be nice to finally get those products, but I'd also prefer that they don't all come out literally the same day. Also, Baseball Chrome Platinum Anniversary is scheduled for the 15th. So, lots of sets on that day. I don't really believe in it. No, I don't believe in it. Hopefully Stellar does come out. And then Masterwork the week after. We'll see. We'll see. But alright, last pack here of box 10. Firm Resolve Nino and R Ichika. Alright, that finishes off this box. So let's make some more space. We need space. Alright, it says they want to get as much out before Christmas as possible, but seeing is believing. Exactly, Ryan. Exactly. I would think the products would come out, but I don't think that majority of the Upper Deck products will, because Upper Deck, they did it, it was September 15th as well. They just picked like the day in the middle of the month, and they're like, we don't know, so we're just gonna put all these dates up. And there was like, I think 8 products scheduled on then, and we only got, I think, 1 or 2. So we'll see. I think it's just, like, even our rep at Southern has said that, is like, if it's the day smack in the middle of the month, it's usually a placeholder date, so we'll see how much comes out. Roman's Card Break says, keep up the good work, big fan. Hey, thank you, Roman, appreciate that. But Stellar last year was out around my birthday, so I'm already like, I want Stellar to already be out. And then Masterwork was supposed to come out on the 15th, got pushed to the 22nd, so we'll see. Masterwork typically comes out before Christmas, so I don't know. I don't think Masterwork could get delayed. I think anything at this point, Stellar might get pushed to after Masterwork, but we'll see. We'll see. There's 100 cases of Stellar Acorn, 40 single autos. Well, 36 single autos and then like 4 dual autos, but I don't know why Stellar's delayed. Not sure if it's a shipping issue. I'm not sure if they're waiting on stuff to come back from these signers instead of putting in redemptions. I don't know. Not sure if perhaps they're having issues with the supplies themselves, like the case. Like if it's issues with the actual cases that Stellar comes in. Maybe those aren't being produced as quickly as they thought they would be. So, I know they're not waiting on the sketch cards. Those have been done for a while. I don't know. I mean, they've had redemptions in Stellar before. I'm not sure if... I don't think they'd push it for that reason. But, I don't know. Maybe they're negotiating a new signer still? I have no idea. So, we'll see. Definitely very, very busy these upcoming weeks. Not only with people for holiday shopping, but lots of new releases regardless. So definitely there won't be a shortage of alley content, I'll tell you guys that much, over the throughout the rest of the year. No matter if stuff gets delayed, there's still going to be infinite stuff to open. Sweet Trap Nino. Also coming in December, we have Series 1 Hockey, Leaf, Pop Century Metal on the 3rd, Rittenhouse Iron Anniversary for Game of Thrones Series 2 on the 8th. So there's a lot of Alley Live case breaks coming. So even if stuff doesn't come out in the order we're anticipating it to, it'll still be a lot. It'll be a lot, so. If you guys are bored at home, don't worry. I'll have something for y'all to watch. All right, box 11. Let's see what we'll find. Intimate Sisters Yotsuba. Opus 15 as well. Ryan says, we'll be quiet the rest of November release-wise. I don't believe so. If the schedule's to be believed, we should be getting Clear Cut Hockey next week. Overflowing Charm Ichika should be getting Final Fantasy Opus 15. What else is coming November? I have to look. I don't remember, Ryan, but throughout the rest of the year, it's packed. It's a packed calendar. Tita says, apologizes if this is a question you always answer, but I'm new to your stream. Do you open these cards and collect them, or is this some sort of viewer break? Here on the channel, Tita, it's actually a mix of both. This one is a case opening for the shop. So, I'm not going to be collecting quintuplets, but I have collected other Weiss sets in the past. So in those cases... what did I move? I moved the double R's. I meant to move... What did I do here? I know what I did. Okay. All right, fixed our issue here. So these singles will be available. Usually the streams that I have during the week are case openings for singles for the shop. If it's something like Upper Deck Hockey, there's usually, I take all the Tampa Bay Lightning cards to keep for myself. And then we do put up the rest available, whether it's TCGPlayer for TCG cards or on eBay for sports and non-sports cards. I do streams just about every single Saturday night. Those are breaks for viewers, do just mainly personal breaks, the occasional draft, but not the traditional group breaks where we split up stuff. Any group breaks we do are drafts. So, because drafts are something I'd participate in. For me, it's fun. Me doing a regular break, I'd be a little bit iffy on that, so that's why we don't have those here. They're just my boss and I are in agreements on not liking traditional group breaks so much. Because, of course, it always feels bad if somebody doesn't get something, so we just rather just avoid that situation in general. And just have drafts. But, so the ones on Saturday nights, people order boxes, and then, of course, I open it on up and ship everything to them. But the ones during the week, occasionally, like Andon Pryor has purchased full cases of Weiss, and I'll do that live just because that takes a lot of time during the week. So, like, Andon got a case of quintuplets, but wants to open it with his family, so we're shipping it. But, like, he had a case of slime. I did the case for the shop, but then his case. But typically the ones during the week are shop only, and then the weekend ones are for viewers. But it's fun just hanging out looking at all the cards anyways. So, hey, you're welcome. Always feel free to ask questions. That's what I'm here for. I know I don't get to read the chat too often during Weiss openings, especially this one, because I'm just so concerned about putting stuff in the wrong piles, since it's not standard 4 commons, 2 uncommons. But I am trying to look at as much as I can. Thank you, Schmaz, for following. Appreciate it. Fabled says, hoping the Marvel set makes it over to English. Star Wars and Godzilla didn't, but it was included on Bushiroad's interest survey. That would be very interesting, Fabled, because I know there is a lot of weird licensing dynamics with Marvel. Topps has Marvel digital cards. Upper Deck has physical cards. And Panini has Marvel cards in the UK, so I don't know what would happen if Bushiroad... I mean, it'd be great if Bushiroad could get the Marvel set over here, but I have low hopes for that. But if it was on the interest survey, that's... I feel like that'd be a good sign. I feel like they wouldn't put something impossible on the survey. So that's a really good sign. What else is on the interest survey? All I do here when I open Weiss is beg for a Clamp Bunko set. Just infinite. Is there any Clamp stuff on the interest survey? Ryan says, weekday breaks for the shop, singles sold on TCG or eBay, weekend, Saturday breaks, personals, people buy and have shipped to them. Yep, That is the TLDR. Alright, TLDL. Too long didn't listen. Yes, Ryan. Hey, Scorecard! Thank you for dropping by. By your side, Miku. I would, in complete honesty, prioritize a Clamp Bunko set over Stellar and Masterwork, and you guys know I spend way too much money on Star Wars cards. I would sell my kidneys. Both of them. I'd be dead, but I'd just sell both of them for Clamp Bunko. Don't need them. One step forward, Ichika. Fabled says there's a section you can write in what you'd like to see. That's how we got rubies, so Clamp Bunko isn't impossible. See, now that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear, Fabled. I remember in the Weiss Global Facebook group, there was a poll. Someone asked like what people's top 3 releases would be. And there's a lot of people that said Ruby. I remember seeing that. I remember seeing a surprising amount of people writing Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle, and I was like, I found my people. So I was wondering if Bushiroad was perhaps lurking in that post and looking at people's responses. Because I remember seeing Ruby on a lot of people's lists. So I was assuming it came from that, but being on an official Bushiroad survey makes a lot more sense for write-ins. Vader says, do you know how much the Miku stamped card is? I would look as a mix between Strictly Broken TCG. Strictly Broken TCG and TCGPlayer. I'll get this stuff priced out later, but let's look at... It says the Quintessential Quintuplets available now. Barbecue beef combo without beef. Alright, let's look Q. Let's go to Q. Quintessential Quintuplets. Oh, it's under the Quintessential Quintuplets. Alright, sort high to low, because I'm assuming it'll be up there. Let's look for Miku Stamp. Miku Stamp, Miku Stamp. Strictly Broken has theirs at 95. SSPs being upwards of 475, and Hanayome Rares being upwards of 120. Looking like 120 to 200. I know TCGPlayer usually is a bit higher. Then again, TCGPlayer, you know, Black Friday's coming on up. TCGPlayer usually does cashback promos for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So. Soy Saucer asks, what are your thoughts on HoloLive coming to English? I think it'll be very, very popular. I was surprised by some of the SP prices in Japanese edition, just because Japanese typically isn't that expensive. I was very surprised to see some of these single prices. But I know a lot of people will be interested in HoloLive. People also that I know that just like HoloLive that don't know anything about Weiss are interested in it. So I think it's a good move for gain popularity. To me, the whole VTuber craze confuses me a bit. It's not for me, but I respect it as a visual art. Hasn't gone up for order yet, but I know I saw some people taking pre-orders already in the North America group, but it hasn't popped up for Southern or GTS yet. But they were saying that the Bushiroad, I guess on the actual order for them that they already received, it says subject to allocation, might not be able to fulfill everything. So I know Bushiroad also knows that it's going to be a big deal. So we're going to try and get a lot. We'll see how much we get. Usually we don't get cut on Weiss. Usually Weiss is printed demand, but if it's an egregious amount of pre-orders, it might not get everything, but... Steezy, if you have some SPs from Weiss that are expensive, you can. I know people can sell as individuals on TCGPlayer. Of course, you could put them on eBay, or you can join one of the different Facebook groups for Weiss and see if people want to do it there. That way you don't run into other assorted fees and just do it through like PayPal or something. But TCGPlayer.com, eBay.com, of course. Like I said, there's Weiss Global, Weiss North America. Depending on what's... You know, if you're in Europe, I think there's a Weiss Europe group as well. So, depending on your location, Steezy Steve. There's a couple different platforms. I've never sold anything on Facebook, but I've bought Weiss cards on Facebook before. So. Intimate Sisters, Itsuki, and Quintuplets Nino, double R. These is in the US, so North America or global group would probably be good options. There's also a new auction page. If you're not sure what the price is at, you could just let it run and see what people are willing. Ryan says, I do not recommend picklecheesecake.com. I hope that's not a real website. And we do have a foil here. Ooh, we have a Hanayome Rare Nino. Nice. Ziggy, we're twins. Nice. Nino find here. Our first Hanayome Rare of the case, and probably our only one. Seems like one per case. Beautiful card. I love the foiling. Schmaz with the first time chat says, I haven't opened Weiss before. Do you have to buy from pretty trusted sellers? Because there's only a fixed amount of signature cards per case. That would be my recommendation if you see some people selling loose boxes. I mean, there is, of course, always the chance that they've pulled everything that you expect high rarity-wise out of the case and they're selling the leftovers. It could just be that you just have a few boxes that they don't want. They don't know what's been pulled. I mean, that happens to us sometimes. I remember people had asked for more Golden Winds back when Golden Wind was still available, and we ordered a half case from Southern. It just came in. Not even a half case. It was a quarter case. It was just 4 boxes from Southern Hobby, 4 loose boxes, and open up a box for somebody, hit the SSP Giorno. So depending on where it comes from, people might know what's in it, they might not. But as Ryan says, you should always buy from sites or sellers you feel comfortable with. I'm not sure if Strictly Broken sells boxes online, but they're like I'd say the premier Weiss single seller at the moment, now that JKTCG is gone. Ideal 808 always has a lot of singles available in my experience. I purchased some of my Card Captor singles when they first released from Ideal 808, no issues. I know there's a lot of other Weiss places. I think there's one in Ohio, the name escapes me at the moment. I think Gold Star Collectibles sells a lot of Weiss as well, so. I mean, if it's a shop that you trust, like, when we have stuff, like, that's out with, like, loose packs, like Top Series 1, we always try to tell people, like, if we know we saw someone already pulled the hit out of the box, we let people know before they buy it. If it's a Sats where it seems like the hits are always in the same spot, we'll mix up the packs. But not every store does that, so it's definitely up to your judgment. But it is possible if you see someone with just a couple loose boxes, I'd personally be wary. So, I don't know. Schmaz says, I'm from Australia, so we don't really have sellers of it here. My options are stores that ship internationally or Amazon, really. I don't know. I know we do have viewers from Australia. Not sure if any of them are here now, but I don't know if they'd have any suggestions for you. I unfortunately don't know for that case. Killer Goat says, I need a Hanayome Rare Nakano. Onwards to the school camp, Yotsuba. Operation Doppelganger, Nino. Ryan says, both kidneys, that's a commitment. I'm committed to Clamp Bunko. We do have a triple R here. Surprise Approach. That's cute. That's a cute card. I like that. Surprise Approach. That's the one where she's falling and he catches her, right? Yeah. Nice. Love it when there's alternate arts on the foils. Looks better next to each other in a binder. Discord atmosphere, Itsuki. Titus asks if there's a universally trusted website to order Weiss from. That is a good question that I do not have an answer to. I just have an idea of what's popular for singles in the general price guide, but I don't know if there's any preferred seller. I also don't know if any of these sellers that I mentioned, like Ideal 808s or Strictly Broken, sell internationally. I know there is an option on TCGPlayer. Some sellers can sell internationally. I know we don't. Same thing on the site. We ship to the US and Canada, but not abroad, just because the way the site works, I have to put in flat shipping rates. And that would be something to have to do that for every country, but do get a lot of questions for Australian and British shipping. So perhaps in the future, if Wix makes it a bit easier, but at the moment, no. R Plus Variety of Charms, Yotsuba. Rare, Firm Resolve, Nino. Intimate Sisters, Nino. And R Fresh from a Bath, Nino. Doomers says, in a crazy world, you're the only thing that makes sense. I don't know about that, Doomers. Steezy Steve says, thanks for a solid answer. I hope that helps, Steezy Steve. I know it wasn't the greatest easy solution, but those are just some places that I know that you can sell Weiss cards on. Whoop. Runaway Climax Common. Ryan says, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Like Pokemon booster boxes for $30 shipped, probably is fake. Even though I still see people occasionally get surprised that it's not real when it shows up and it's not even anywhere close to real. Honor student, Yotsuba. Steve says, now I just see a bunch of cards for sale that I want. Yotsuba check. Alright, that finishes off box number 11. Alrighty. So we do have one HYR, one SP so far. 5 boxes remaining. That means 5 more chances to see whether we will find an SSP in this case or not. Alright. Box 12. Promo is Yotsuba. There we go. Rare in a Santa suit, Nino. Looks like we have a triple R here, Moonlit Invitation. Their first foil of box 12. Knowing the circumstances, Itsuki. Doomer says, what are the big hits in this set? The Hanayomi Rares and the SSPs are the most expensive foils. Then there are SPs, which are still very nicely priced. Although they are a little bit more common than usual. So we'll see if they go up or down, depending on how large the print run of quintuplets actually is or not. Hey, Pit Stop, welcome. I am from Florida, born and raised. Florida. Test of Courage, Yotsuma. MDY says, shout out to the other side of Howard Franklin. Hey. And up 275 a bit. Vader says, so does Weiss only have game mats and card sleeves in a different product? Or is that only for specific sets? So the English edition originals will have a release called a supply set that you do get a deck box and a pack of sleeves with. But they... I don't know if it's made by Bushiroad or not, but Bushiroad does have an online store that they do sell licensed playmats and sleeves. Like, I actually got some official sleeves of the one Cat Girl from that one Vanguard set that I decided I wanted to buy all of it because it was pretty. So then I sleeved it all up in the specific Cat Girl sleeves that I got from the Bushiroad shop. It does seem like their stuff sells out pretty quickly though, but they do have licensed sleeves that fit Weiss size cards, and then the Vanguard ones are Vanguard sized cards. But I know there's different playmats and sleeves and whatnot. Not sure if they'd have any quintuplets left, because originally quintuplets I think came out in 2018 in Japan for this first set. I think recently a second series for Japan was announced, so I'm assuming we'll get that at some point. But hey Norrin, welcome. Alright, good night, Pygo. It was lovely having you again. Should be having some magic tomorrow if you can tune in. I know you said you have your D&D stuff going on, but tomorrow's queue is very long. Very long. So I think we'll be here for quite a while, so hopefully things run smoothly tomorrow night. But take care, Pygo, and we'll catch you another time. Pit Stop says, I've been watching some of your videos. First time live in the UK here. Very cool, Pit Stop. Welcome, welcome. You're welcome, Vader. I know they have a lot of HoloLive stuff on the online shop at the moment. And for a while there, when I was trying, kept being a pop-up about buy a bunch of Bang Dream stuff, get like free stuff. And I was like, I'm just trying to look at Cardfight Vanguard sleeves. But yeah, Bushiroad online store. I checked that out. Sometimes you can find the link to it directly on the Weiss Facebook page. I don't know what the link is. I don't remember if it's Bushiroad Online Store or Bushiroad Online Shop, but one of those, Vader. Tiffany says, things have been smooth this whole time. It is, well, it started midday on a Friday. Like I said, Tiffany, the Spectrum Tech supervisor said that it should be all good to go. Although they've said that many times before. So I'm a bit hesitant to believe it, but I'm very hopeful that all of those issues are now behind us. If it wasn't the giant crack in the main line, I don't know what else it could possibly be. So I would think everything has been... Hey, thank you, Acorn. Yeah, Bushiroad Global Online Store. Yep, that's it. That's what it looks like. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of Bang Dream and HoloLive stuff at the moment. Oh, you still got the Infinite. Spend $60 of Bang Dream merch and get a free gift. And then the Infinite pops-ups, but... Yeah, Weiss Schwarz Sleeve Collection, Deck Holder Collection, Rubber Mat. Oh yeah, there's that new Kurumi playmat that just went up. She's naked. If anyone likes Date Alive, there's a naked Kurumi playmat. But yeah, it looks like most of the stuff is sold out at the moment. But, like I said, I got those cool sleeves. So. Pit Stop, Weiss has been gaining popularity over the past year, it seems. Weiss has been around for quite some time. I bought my first Weiss cards back in 2018 with the English release of Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card. And I've been collecting here and there over the years. I have one Mob Psycho foil. The Naked Flying Tree Man. I have that. I've been working on trying to finish up my JoJo sets and my Japanese card captor sets. I always be like, oh, I want Weiss to make a set so I can collect it. I'd sell my kidneys for Clan Buko. And then I know Clan Buko comes out and be like, oh no, I'm broke. Ryan says it all started with the Naked Flying Tree Man rise to fame. In a Jersey Yotsuba, Doomers asks, what card games do you like to play? Back in the day, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I got out of it. Whenever that new Yu-Gi-Oh! Online client goes up, I want to try that out and maybe get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! That way. At that age, Nino and Double R, Itsuki. I recently learned how to play Weiss, specifically so I could understand what the preview cards did. But it seems like it'd actually be really fun. I understand when people say that, in theory, any deck can win because, I mean, you have your combos in your deck, you have your stuff, and, you know, some combos are inherently stronger than others, but there's a lot of unknowns in the deck. There's a lot of ways to cancel damage and just cycling through your deck, so it's a really interesting game and surprisingly easy to pick up. I know I've said this before when I've talked about potentially learning how to play Weiss, that the sheer amount of text on these cards scare me. And then people say, oh, it's not that hard to learn. I'm like, I don't know if I believe it. There's a lot of text. It really isn't that difficult to figure out. I watched two YouTube tutorial videos and I feel good to go. So, I do have some really nice looking cards. I don't know how strong the English card captor set is, but I should have a play set because I opened up 6 boxes myself. So. Only English card I am missing now is that Worlds promo, which I'd like to get eventually, but I'm not buying it off the one dude that has it for sale for 10 grand. I can't afford that. And then I've been picking off my JoJo set and have some foils I'm still missing. And then a handful of Japanese card captor cards as well to finish off that set. But we do have a foil in this pack. What is it? We have SR, Intimate Sisters, Ichika. Soy Saucer says, Weiss is a very easy game to play, but difficult to master. I could see that, yeah. I think for me, just being someone casual that would just want to play... The reason that I fell out of love with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is because I like playing stuff that I thought was fun. And, like, I acknowledge, like, I'm just playing the archetype that I like. It doesn't mean that it's good. But, like, you play a deck that's not, like, top tier 1 meta, people just make fun of you. I'm just like, I'll just play stuff for fun, and then it turned into not playing. So, but actually, the one girl that's in the shop part-time, Jordan, she recently learned how to play Weiss. She wants to build a Log Horizon deck so we can play together. So I have someone that's also the same level of newness to the game as I. I don't know how to build a deck though. I'll have to net deck a card captor deck, but. Intimate Sisters, Ichika, and Beyond Her Gaze, Miku. Pit Stop says, I play Magic and Pokemon. Fabled says, expect to lose a lot, but it's okay, it's fun still. I don't mind lose. I'm actually surprised when I win games. I just want to have fun. So. Onwards to the school camp, Yotsuba, rare. Yeah, the promo that I need, Acorn, was a Worlds promo, so you had to attend the Worlds. I don't know how many people went to Worlds in 2018. It could be anywhere between 8 and like 32, I think. So that's how many copies of that card exist. It's for the people that went to the Weiss Worlds Championship. So, I remember I saw someone post that they want to buy one to complete their playset. So, like, there's already someone that has 3, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm never going to get one of these. So I'm just expecting to never get it, but I'm always, you know, maybe one day I'll win the lottery. Maybe one day I'll win the lottery and I'll have Sakura sleeping slumber, but whatever. I doubt it. Acorn says, I don't count promos as a complete set, but that's me. There's tiers to it, Acorn. Like, I would consider these 5 promos as, like, having a set, and then, like, going above and beyond for, like, Springfest promos, Store Championship promos, Worlds promos, whatever it may be. I feel like you gotta include these, like, the not super hard to get promos, but... Fabled says, Log Horizon really needs the power-up stuff for a new set since the anime resumed. Soy Saucer says, Weiss is one of those games that's actually fun to either win or lose, because of how fun the interaction of damage is given or taken in every game. And Fabled says, recently got my girlfriend and her friends into Weiss. She can play a perfect game and still lose, but that's how the game goes. Ryan says, do you actually play the lottery, alley? I hear that's a prerequisite. No, but I'm one of those person that if I'm driving around and I see a billboard that Powerball's at like $650 million, I'm like, yeah, why not? And I go buy a ticket. That's it. Usually for like Christmas and stuff, my mom will get my dad and I just like little kind of tiny scratch-offs just for fun. Like put in the stockings, little scratch-offs. And maybe I'll win big off one of those. I just buy a house instead of cards, but secure the living quarters, the permanent living quarters first, and then everything else can go to cards, right? Hey, Acorn, reading the text, it's just explaining what to do. There's not like a ton of symbols and stuff. Like with Magic, you need to know a bunch of like keywords. Weiss is just do this thing when the card's on the board, or a certain other type of card is on the board. There's a lot of text, but it wasn't that bad to digest. So, which I liked enjoying. I really enjoyed watching the tutorials. There's a couple really funny ones out there that I enjoyed when I was watching. Like I said, I watched 2. The second one was really funny. The first one had actually even sample gameplay in it. But and then I was looking at the Ruby cards, and I was like, man, this Going Undercover card seems really, really good. And then I'm like, I don't know if it just seems really good because it seems like something I would really enjoy, or if it's actually a good card. And then a couple people in chat during the premiere yesterday said that it was like a really strong Bang Dream card, and I'm like, cool, so the card is actually good. Sick. Not sure if it'll get play, but I did especially like the Ruby Rare variation of it for Blake Going Undercover. So I was happy. I was like, am I overhyping this? It seems really cool to me. I really like it, but it seems like it's actually decent, so pleased to see that. Because I'll read cards all the time in Match and be like, yo, that sounds cool, and people will be like, yeah, except it can only work in like one situation, it costs too much. I'm like, yeah, but when it works, it'd be really good though, and they're just like, no. I'm like, man. So. That's just me with card games. I'll like something and think it's good and it's not good. So. Pit Stop, we have our boxes at $79.99 with shipping included inside the United States. Although, unfortunately, we just shipped to the US and Canada. So I wouldn't be able to ship to you in the UK, but that's where we have our boxes at. Alright, that finishes up box number 12. We just have 1 SP, 1 HYR. So this case is really making us wait to find if we're going to find an SSP or not. Like I said, still have 2 opportunities. Still 2 more high rarity foils expected in these last 4 boxes. So we'll see. We'll see. Alright, since we finished an even amount of boxes, let me move these out of the way. Climax Commons. Move our Climax Rares too. This pile's big. We haven't moved any of our double Rs yet. Let's just clean the whole mat at this point. Just clean the whole mat. We can leave the double R pluses because that pile is minuscule, but... Alright, I think we are set to go. What's the rarest card we've pulled so far? The HYR is 1 per case. If we find an SSP, it'd be more rare than this. But it's possible that we just have this here in the case. And then 2 more of this style. Akron says, here's a game. Let's say you won $15,000 in the lottery. Would you buy 1 Stellar or 4 Masterwork cases? Neither, Acorn. I wouldn't get either of them. I would just save it. And then buy some singles, to be fair. Oh, we have our first Ichika promo. First meeting, Ichika. If I had to buy... Acorn, if I had to buy that, one of those two options, I would buy the 4 cases of Masterwork, because the Masterwork cases will go up more than the Stellar case will. The Stellar case will go up, but people are more likely to throw down money on Masterwork than Stellar. Because with Stellar, it's like you can track very easily what is possible to be left in the cases. So it depends, like, if people open a bunch of Stellar cases, like I remember last year, the count of Stellar cases I was able to see, there are only 16 unopened cases of Stellar. Maximum 16 cases of Stellar. Now I've heard whisperings of people having certain sketches and not wanting that to be public knowledge, which makes sense because if they have other cases, it helps the case value. You know, so people, you can easily keep track watching group breaks and stuff on YouTube and seeing what hits eBay in terms of like what one-of-ones and stuff. So, you know how many Harrison Fords are left for low-numbered ones, how many, Daisy Ridleys and stuff. Gina Carano's now extra expensive this time. So, for last year's, depending on what sketch. I heard rumors that the Padme sketch is not there, but if it is still in one of those cases, that would be a very expensive sketch to hit out of last year's Stellar. We already know that the Baby Yoda is gone from last year, so that hurts it a bit. But Masterwork, you can't keep track of that as easily because there's so much of it. Whereas you know exactly how much Stellar has been opened. At least more closely. Like I said, not exacties, but percentage-wise, you know how much. Do you have an SR here? Awkward Atmosphere Itsuki. Like if you look, 2018 Stellar is very expensive, whereas 2018 Stellar originally went on clearance with some distributors because no one wanted it, but now it's expensive for leftover seal cases. But the Masterwork will go up more over time than Stellar. So in that situation, I would buy 4 Masterwork cases, but I wouldn't open it. I would just sit on it. Shane says, Dr. Pepper, people call me crazy for drinking it, telling me it tastes like lipstick. I like Dr. Pepper. I like zero sugar. I've drank so much zero sugar that I like zero sugar better than regular and diet. I had bullied myself into liking diet just for caloric reasons. And then now that I switched to zero sugar, diet tastes super weird to me. I've never had people tell me it tastes like lipstick, but I've had people in chat tell me that Dr. Pepper is gross. Pitstop says, in your shop, what type of card do you sell the most? The most we sell is Magic, although I think, honestly, we'd probably sell the most football if we could get in the same quantity of football as we got in Magic, but sports allocations, they're still pretty tough. Intimate Sisters, Yotsuba, and Double R, Ichika Quintuplets wedding outfit. Tiffany says, you would have more willpower than me. I would have to open at least 1, maybe 2. I guess I could open 1. The thing is, for me, is like, I like opening like 1 box. I'll buy, typically per year, I'll buy 1 box of Masterwork and open it and be done. Because honestly, the odds are not in your favor. So open 1 box, be like, yep, that's about what I expected, and then just buy singles. And be like, man, I should have bought singles from the get-go. And it's like, well, yeah. That's why I limit myself to just 1 box, but... Worst timing, Itsuki. I guess if I won, like, a lot of money off a scratch-off ticket, I'd be a little more like, just like, YOLO is free. So, there's a good chance I'd open up a little bit, Tiffany. But, I'm pretty good about keeping stuff sealed. Like, I still have a box of last year's Topps Chrome Sapphire and a Ben Baller Chrome. I might actually put those for sale in the shop to raise some holiday money. We'll see. It's also, I'm less likely to open baseball myself, so it's easier to keep those closed. That's what I'm saying, Acorn. It's easier to hold on. It'd be easier easier to hoard cases of Masterwork and then sell them than a case of Stellar. Even though Stellar as a long hold would still be good. It's just you can get burned more easily the longer you hold on to it. And welcome. Welcome. Tiffany says, I have 2 boxes of Women of Star Wars sealed right now. Bought 4 and just opened 2. Well, Tiffany, you'd be surprised at what those box prices are at the moment. Those are a couple nice boxes to have in the closet. Yeah, well, I have a box of last year's Chrome Sapphire. They're like, what, 500 now? Guys, I've been putting some stuff in the shop to sell for just holiday cash. I've been going through. I have my Dr. Aphra Black Series trio for sale in the shop right now. Might bring in those baseball boxes. Habit of Undressing Ichika. That's twice the price they started at, Acorn. That's what I'm saying. It's nice. Unknown Truth, Ichika, and Double R Beyond Her Gaze, Miku. Kismet says, do people actually play this? I feel like I only see people collect. I know more people that collect than play, but people do play Weiss, Kismet. It seems to have a lot of popularity in certain regions. You know, rather than being just generally widespread. And I think that has to do with the game itself not being as, like, to the forefront of people's minds as stuff like Pokemon and Magic. But you know, like, every card shop that carries TCG will have, like, Magic and Pokemon, but it's not, I feel like, not as likely to find a shop that carries Weiss. Like I said, you can't really have a crowd of people that play Weiss if no shop carries it. But you're not going to get people to play Weiss if you don't carry it. You know, it's one of those things. It's just one of those things. There seems to be pockets of places where it's super popular. Force of Will was actually popular here for a bit, and then it just completely died. There's still new sets being made for Force of Will, but because occasionally they pop up on Southern Hobby, but I haven't heard anybody talk about Force of Will in the shop for years. I mean, there's a lot of people, Ryan. I'm not too surprised to learn that that card shop owner doesn't even know Weiss exists. I mean, there's a lot of people that play TCGs that just don't even know about Weiss, and it's another TCG. It's just one of those things. It's not as popular, but I honestly think with HoloLive coming next year, things might change. Another thing about Weiss is that there is a general high barrier to entry for Weiss. Just based off of, like I was talking earlier, Weiss is typically printed to order, and that's it. So I know Bushiroad started doing some reprints. For a while, there had only been, I think, 2 or 3 ever reprints, but now we're seeing some more. We did just get Data Live. We're getting Nazarick. We're getting Slime 1 coming, which still hasn't went up for order, but it's confirmed to be coming early to mid next year. So the thing is like a new set comes out like Slime 2, people might see it and be like, I love that show. Let me look at some cards, let me build a deck, and then you see you need cards from Slime 1, and you're like, yeah, I'm not even going to bother, that's too expensive for me to just try it out. So I think the reprints will help. I know some people get miffed because, I mean, I admit I would be butthurt if they reprinted Cardcaptor. Although I got most of my high rarity stuff when it first came out, so like, but if I was someone that just dropped $1,000 on the Sakura Secret Rare and then they announce a reprint, I'd be mad because I could have just waited and it'd be cheaper. It's hard to find a good balance. I know Acorn for the date for Hololive, I'm saying it hasn't gone up for pre-order yet. But it's hard to be able to figure out what the right balance is. So hopefully Bushiroad can figure that out, because I have no suggestions. Because you don't want to push people away from the game. But you also don't want to just have people not join the game because they just don't even bother because it's expensive. Intimate Sisters Ichika and Quintuplets Miku. Yeah, we got a Hestia set coming, Acorn, for next year. We have the Slime 1 reprints, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation, Hololive. We got a bazillion Bang Dream sets. We have Morphonica and the other one. 2 extra boosters and then some premium set thing. Premium packs of Girls Band Party. Not sure if that's going to be reprints or different foils or something new. Yeah, the next Grand Order set. That's been a trend, Ryan, with animes over like the past 10 years, is obtusely long names. In a Yucatan, RR Plus. Pit Stop asked if I collect Metazoo. I just don't like Metazoo. It looks weird. Metazoo's too weird looking for me. We also cannot get any in, so I haven't been able to look at any in person to get a more informed opinion of Metazoo cards. But just looking at Metazoo online, I don't like it. Acorn says Tokyo Revengers. Yep, that's also for next year. RR Plus, Sensitive and Straightforward, Nino. Alright, ask if One Piece cards exist. I don't think so. Could be a Japanese set, although I doubt it. I feel like I would have heard about it. But, because not all sets make it over from Japanese edition to English edition. Acorn says, at some point, I feel like Metazoo is some kind of meme, because I've never seen it anywhere, but everyone keeps asking about it. There's a lot of people that talk about Metazoo. I have never seen a Metazoo card in person. But Tiffany, I think a lot of stuff now gets adapted from light novels, and light novels have just been on the trend of having super long titles so that people don't have to read the summary. Like, it's something interesting that, like, pops out to you at a bookstore and be like, yo, what is that book called? Is it wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon? That sounds interesting. And that's how they suck you into it. So then getting adapted from all these light novels is then the animes have super long titles. Fabled says, I heard years ago that Bushiroad had a policy about wanting stores to carry multiple of their games, which Bushi had 4 to 5 games going at once in English for a while, so a lot of stores shy away. I haven't heard anything like that since I've been here at Titan, because we used to just pick up, like, not ReZero, what was it? No Game, No Life was announced for English edition. We had a lot of people come in and pre-order. They wanted us to order cases, so we would just order what people asked for, which we have Colin, one of my friend Colin locally that likes Bang Dream, so we order him a lot of Bang Dream. We had ordered No Game, No Life when that came out. I had Bossman ordered Card Captor for me because I was interested in it. But we used to just get the occasional set and we never had any issues. I remember before I started even coming here at all, we used to have some Vanguard, but it's not super popular locally. I've been pushing hard for Overdress because I'm obsessed with Clamp, as I'm sure you can figure out. I'm like, yeah, I have it. Bossman, it's good. Come on, buy it. So I bought majority of all of our Lyrical Melody singles, so I'm keeping the Vanguard train going here at Titan. That's weird, Fabled. Shops, I haven't heard of any company with weird rules for what you have to do with their stuff aside from Upper Deck. Upper Deck, you have to be a specific Upper Deck store. You can't just carry it as a store, whereas haven't had that issue with any other stuff, so. Like where you're saying license there, I don't know. I know for some TCGs, like to have store status, like a higher status than other shops that just carry product, there's certain rules you have to abide by. But to jump through hoops just to carry something in particular, the only company I know that does that is Upper Deck. So, I don't know. Have we seen each of the girls in the RR pluses yet? Are we still missing one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've seen all of them there. Like, I know for WPN Premium, we would not be able to have any other TCG posters up in the shop. Like, you could only have current standard Magic product-related posters on display. Like, we wouldn't be able to have our super cool Throne of Eldraine holofoil, what's-her-face, Rowan poster up because it's not in standard. We'd have to get rid of it. I mean, it's not up, but, like, we have one. We couldn't have that on display. Bossman still has attached to the ceiling those old Kaladesh build things. You know, the copter and stuff. We still have those. We'd have to remove those from the store for WPN Premium. They couldn't have, like, an advertisement that we sell Pokemon on the window that Pokemon sends out, the Pokemon sold here posters. We wouldn't be able to have those out at WPN Premium, but just carrying Pokemon and Magic isn't an issue. It's weird. I don't know. Could be a store status thing. I don't know. Anyways, last pack here, though, of box number 13. In Pajamas, Itsuki, and Double R Kind Gaze, Itsuki. Alright, that does it for box 13. Moving on to box 14. 3 boxes left. We still need 2 more high foils. Hey, MT, welcome. MT, would you be interested in the box of 2020 Topps Chrome Sapphire or 2020 Topps Chrome Ben Baller Edition? No, there should be 2 more, Acorn. There should be 2 more. That's what I'm saying. The case is making us wait to find out if we're going to have 2 SPs or an SSP and 2 SPs. We're looking for 2, and we're down to the last 3 boxes. First meeting, Ichika. Now, you get 1 of these per case. So, based on YouTube comments, average case has 3 SPs and an HYR, or an HYR, 2 SPs, and an SSP. So that is why, like I said, this here is only looking like about 100. SPs are a bit cheaper than SPs normally are. There's higher SPs per case, but that's why. It's driving me insane. It's like, I want to see some crazy foils. It's making us wait here towards the end. We do have something here, though. SR in a jersey, Miku. So we do have 1 foil so far here in box 14. In Pajamas, Itsuki, rare. Sapphire, Chrome Sapphire. Not the update Sapphire, regular Chrome Sapphire. Double R Plus, sensitive and straightforward, Nino. Under the Moonlight, Nino, rare. Knowing the Circumstances, Itsuki, rare. Intimate Sisters, Ichika, and Double R Quintuplets, Yotsuba. Now, I was just wondering, because I have some, and I was thinking I'd put them for sale in the shop, and then I was like, maybe NT would like it, I don't know. Hey, Fails Tales, welcome, welcome. Still waiting on 2 more high rarity foils here in the last 3 boxes of this case. Scorning Eyes, Miku. Belligerent Itsuki, rare. Secret Ingredient, Miku, and Double R and a Yukata, Ichika. I just have 1 of each. In a jersey, Yotsuba. Alright, about halfway through box number 14. Worst timing, Itsuki. And a Santa suit, Nino, and Quintuplets, Itsuki Double R. Hey Joshua, welcome. Honor students, Yotsuba. And a jersey, Miku. Should be all clear, Joshua. They replaced the line over the weekend and then spent a couple days working on balancing, whatever that means. So it should be all good. Habit of Undressing, Ichika. And Double R Quintuplets, Miku. Sure thing, Empty. Go ahead and send a message to the site so that way I remember to take care of it. It'd be wonderful, thank you. And then I can either ship them to you or I can open them up if you'd prefer, either way. Just go ahead and send a message so I don't forget and I'll locate those boxes. Maybe tonight, so I can even maybe have them tomorrow. We'll see. Intimate Sisters, Miku, and Double R, fresh from a bath, Nino. At that age, Nino. By your side, Miku. One step forward, Ichika. All right, last pack of box 14. Are we gonna have some hot boxes up next? What do we got? We have Unknown Truth, Ichika rare. All right, the moment of truth is upon us. What will we find in these last 2 boxes? SPs. When are we gonna find an SSP? Acorn says, tell your friends, last 2 boxes are hot. You ready to see some fire pulls, fails, tails? Joshua says, wow, now I have something else to be thankful for on Thanksgiving. Lag-free Titan Cards openings coming back. Knock on wood, Joshua. I mean, I would like to trust it when they say that it's fixed. I mean, I don't... If replacing the main line that has a giant crack in it doesn't fix it, I have no other ideas. So everything should be all good. Should be all good. Alright, so it's looking like we're going to have a 50-50 case once again. Tiffany has been counting up single versus double foil for me. It's at 7 and 7, so one of these will be 1 foil. One of these should be 2 foils coming up here at the end. And so far, out of the case, this is what we have found. Miku SP and Hanayome Rare Nino. So, let's see. Last 2 boxes. Should be 2 big hits coming up. Hopefully, one of which of these super special variety. Super special rare. It's the SSP. Alrighty. Operation Doppelganger, Nino. Hey, we do have SP Nino, fresh from a bath, Nino. Alright, so next box will be our moment of truth, whether it's a 3rd SP or an SSP. But fresh from a bath, Nino, SP. Acorn says, I have a feeling that's expensive. Where would you get that idea from, Acorn? What? Acorn, are you implying we're going to have waifu tax on the bath time shower towel card? What? Impossible. Yeah, fresh from a bath, Miku Nino is the most expensive regular SP. It's even more expensive than some of the trial deck SPs. It is the most expensive regular SP. What, Acorn? I can't believe you called that. No, the regular SPs aren't that expensive. The Nino on Strictly Broken is $127. The Miku on Strictly Broken is $95. But that is because, Andon, if you're... Andon, 1 Hanayome Rare per case, and then 3 SPs or 2 SPs and an SSP. So... nice pulls out of cases. And then don't forget you have the 5 SPs out of the trial deck. 5 SPs, 5 SSPs, 5 Hanayome Rares. Double R plus, sensitive and straightforward, Nino. And then you have a lot of cards for your set that you're gonna need. Also, the listing is on the site. I can slap a label on your case afterwards. Good news for you, Andon, though. If we don't find an SSP in this case, it is most likely in your case. When I had you pick which one you wanted, I pulled boxes for breaks from the loose case, and then we have 2 sealed master cases. I grabbed one from this one, and Andon, you're going to get the other one. So this is that top-bottom case. Yours is the top case. Overflowing Charm, Ichika. And then we will be checking out a Quintessential Set after we are finished here. That does have a play set of trial deck cards, plus 1 of each trial deck SR and RRR. And 1 of the 5 trial deck SPs. Of which, like I said, they're 5. So the trial deck SPs have signs. The SSPs have signs. As you guys see, though, the regular SPs have the name stamps, which I think is like that in the Japanese edition. Otherwise, it'd be weird that some have signs, some don't, but... I'm assuming we're going to get a set for Hololive instead of 8 trial decks, but we'll see. Knowing the circumstances, Itsuki. It's all about the personality, Acorn. Thank you for the subscription. I missed the name. Panagiotis for the subscribing. Appreciate it. Mighty Merc says, can you get extra SPs in the trial decks in the Q sets? In the regular sets? I don't believe so. I believe you can only get them in the set. Oh, you mean the Quintessential set. I think it is 1 SP per, and 1 of each of the other assorted trial deck foils. What did I do here? I don't know what I did. Hold on, you guys. I just butchered all my piles. Putting the commons in the rares, uncommons in the commons, rares in the double Rs. Alright, I fixed the pack. I don't think so. I think it's a fixed amount of cards per set, Mighty Merc, but I guess we'll find out next if we have any bonuses. Yotsuba check, Yotsuba. Uwuzi says, man, I want to play Weiss with people so bad. In Pajamas, Itsuki, rare. In a Jersey, Miku, and Quintuplets, Ichika, double R. Yotsuba is the headband one, right? We do have SR, Operation Doppelganger, Nino. Yes, Yotsuba is the headband one. Alright, so 2 foils here. Tiffany, we have our 8th double foil box. Alright. Awkward Atmosphere and double R Nino quintuplets. Mighty Merc says Goatsuba Supremacy, best girl all the way. Intimate Sisters Ichika and double R quintuplets Miku. Also, and then this set is so large, packs that have a double R have an extra rare instead of a 4th common. And there's also double R plus cards. It's a 135 card set with 55 different types of foils, plus your promos, plus the trial deck stuff. Tiffany asks, could it be another double foil box in the last one? In theory, it could. I think it's unlikely, though, Tiffany. I think it probably will be a 50-50 split across the case, although we'll see. We'll find out soon enough. Intimate Sisters, Itsuki. Unknown Truth, Ichika, and Kind Gaze, Itsuki. Worst Timing, Itsuki. Tiffany asks, what do the backs look like? The back of a Weiss card. Oop, wrong pile. Alright, last pack of box 15. Rare and a Santa suit, Nino. I mean, it is spelled with that German letter. Acorn, it is. Officially, but Weiss. Where is the... There's the official name of Weiss Schwarz. Yeah, they're all the same on the back, Tiffany. All right. Box 16. Leave your predictions, chat. What will we find? SSP or SP, and name your character. Some of you can predict which character it is. Alright, promo here. Final promo of the case. We have another Yotsuba. A few games, Tiffany, do have double-sided cards. Weiss is not one of them. So all the backs are going to be the same. Acorn predicts Itsuki, regular SP. Alright. Ziggy says SSP Miku. Tiffany predicts SSP. Secret Ingredients, Miku. MT predicts SSP. By your side, Miku, rare. Under the Moonlight, Nino. In Pajamas, Itsuki. In a jersey, Miku. Killer Goat says Nakano, SSP. I mean, that's their last name, right? That's kind of cheating. At that age, Nino. If we get an SP, Killer Goat would be right. Or an SSP, Killer Goat would be right anyways. The time has come! Oh, it's an SR, so maybe we do have another multifoil box here. By your side, Miku. Alright, Tiffany, let's see. Ninja Wolf just subscribed. I take it back, the time has not come. Killer Goat says Miku. I got 2 votes for SSP Miku. Yeah, sure, and I don't see why not. I'm also surprised you didn't pick up one of the sets. Are you not doing a set of the trial deck cards, or... Double R, Itsuki. Belligerent, Itsuki, and Double R, Miku. Alright, the time! Alright, the time has come back. I think. We do have Ichika, SP. Acorn was close. It's not Itsuki, it's Ichika. We do have an SP here to finish off the case. Alright. And a Yukata, Ichika. Hey Pete, welcome. And it says, I got a set. No, that's not the right pile. I want to go ahead and count and see how many foils we found. So this brings us to 4. Ninja Wolf says, I subscribed on a video and came here first time watching and you said my name. Hey, Ninja Wolf, it did just pop up on screen. That's why I read it off. But yeah, that is funny timing. So we had 5 triple R's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So we have 20 foils, right? 10, 25 foils total. 25 totals out of a case. What does that bring us to? 16 plus 8. Yeah, we did have an extra 2 foils. No, we had 2 extra. What? 8 single foils, right? And then 8 double foils would be 24. So then we could go, yeah, well, yeah, I would just add an extra one. So yeah, we did have 9 double foils. Interesting. Interesting. Uwuzi says, it's my first time here too. Welcome, Uwuzi. Killer Goat, we did not find an SSP. 3 SPs and 1 Hanoyame rare. Habit of Undressing and Kind Gaze, Itsuki, double R. Oops, wrong pile. One step forward, Ichika. Knowing the circumstances, Itsuki. And beyond her gaze, Miku. Intimate Sisters, Ichika, rare. Double R plus and a Yukata, Itsuki. I don't know, Steven, that sounds pretty uncommon to me. Squirting Eyes, Miku. Unknown Truth, Ichika. Intimate Sisters, Miku, and double R, Yotsuba. Worst Timing, Itsuki, rare. And last pack. We have rare and a Santa suit, Nino. All right, so that finishes off our case here. Tidy up our piles, and then we'll do a recap of our cases worth of foils. Then get into that quintessential set unboxing. Ninja Wolf asks, is booster box or supply set better for just starting out? Supply sets do have 5 packs, a deck box, and a pack of sleeves for you to sleeve up your deck. If you just want to try out the set a little bit, instead of committing to a full booster box, the supply set's a good alternative. If you already have stuff in mind, though, for like what color you want to play, it's probably better to just buy the cards themselves. But I think supply sets are a good way to start out, especially if you like the show. You get the cool sleeves, cool deck box. I think it has a little guide as well, if I remember correctly. These are double R's. This is our pile of double R pluses. Climax Rare. Climax Commons. Alright. Get that ready in the waiting. Let's go ahead and take a look here at what we found in one full case. So we did have one Hanayome Rare here. The Quintessential Quintuplets Nino. We did have 3 SPs. And a Yukata Ichika. That was from box 16. Fresh from a Bath, Nino. And Beyond Her Gaze, Miku. Then out of the case, we also had a total of 5 triple Rs. Moonlit Invitation. Surprise Approach. Carefree Smile. Let's Be Fair. And Opening Up the Way. Then we also had 21. No, we had 5 there. So to get to 25 foils, we did have 21 because it was 4 and then the 5th one. So 21, right? I guess I can count it out again. Unless I'm just losing my mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 16. Ah, that's what it is. 16. Yeah, because I forgot there was the 5 there. All right, never mind. 16 SRs. There we go. Figured it out. Won't read them off, but I will go through them all so you guys can see them. Yeah, the English edition originals have supply sets, whereas the others do not. So that also limits your options, Ninja Wolf. Fable brings up a good point. No Game No Life did not have supply sets. We have supply sets for Ruby when that releases in December. 7 Deadly Sins, Mob Psycho 100. Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card had a supply set as an English edition original. But not every set comes with supply sets. Just tends to be the English originals. And that does it for our recap there of the case. Now, gonna be unboxing just the one here, Quintessential Set. So I picked this one up because the shrink wrap was already a little ripped. So, should be play sets of the cards from the 5 trial decks released in Japan, plus 1 of each trial deck foil that's not an SP, and 1 of 5 different SPs per set. So, alright, inside the box we do have the set box itself. So this is an outer box. Alright, it's a nice set here. Nice box. The same art as the carton topper. No, it's different. Alright, never mind. I take that back. Slightly different art than the carton topper playmat. With stitched edges. Just has the 1 per carton. Alright, so let's pop this open. Okay, that's cool. I like the way it's all laid out here. But so the Quintessential Set is a pre-constructed set containing 361 cards, of which 335 are trial deck rarity cards. All are exclusive cards and cannot be obtained anywhere else. 26 cards of each set are guaranteed foils, consisting of 1 of each of 10 types of SRs, 1 of each of 15 triple Rs, and 1 of 5 random SPs. And then you get an exclusive bonus of 4 of each of 5 types of promos. And there's a little more information about the Quintessential Quintuplets there inside the booklet. So alright, it looks like they are separated out by quintuplet precons. We do have the Itsuki. I'll open them up and go through them, but first we're just looking at all of them. Yotsuba here. Miku. Nino. And Ichika. Then we have SRs and triple Rs. Okay, so I do want to start off with the foils. Take a look at each of these. Yeah, these are precons acorns, so you could. Let's look at our SRs. MT asks if Bossman's a member of the Montgomery Club. He was the first year, but he didn't sign up the other years. But he was the first year. Here's our SP, shortcut hairstyle, Ichika. That's cute. So go ahead and sleeve up our SP here. Ichika SP out of the Quintessential Set. Alright, let's check out our triple Rs. Alright, take care, Woozy. Tiffany wants to know how Yotsuba's headband defies gravity. I have no idea. Being Obstinate is our final foil here of the set. Gorgeous looking cards. Killer Goat says, wow, that's a good looking SP. This is very cute. Like I said, the trial deck SPs and the SSPs have the signs. The regular SPs have the name stamps. Hanayome Rares have nothing, but they look nice. And alright, now that we've gone through all of our foils, let's just go ahead and look through each of the decks here. Why not? Let's start off with Nino Precon. Just looking through all the art here. Like I said, as a Precon here, play sets of the trial deck cards. Alright, so that finishes the Nino. I don't know if I'll be able to actually get this back on. Not that it really matters. Nope, I'm just going to go ahead and put this back in the box. Alright, so the Nino Precon. Up next, let's look at Miku. Stellar is pushed to the 15th, and at least. Soy Saucer says, wow, this special set looks pretty worth the money. Glad English did this for the set. I'm assuming we'll see something similar for Hololive. I don't know that Bushiroad wants to make that many trial decks again. It's probably easier just to do the sets. And then also, of course, it gets people to buy multiple sets to try and hunt for the different SPs to complete their collection. But maybe Hololive is popular enough to warrant that many trial decks released in English edition. Pure and Innocent Miku. So it looks like 4 of the 5 promos, too, is another chase. You won't be getting a full complete set of those in just one set. So I'm assuming one of the girls here won't have a promo. I'm not sure if maybe we didn't see one in the Nino. We'll have to see what we find in the rest of these precons. Yep, Jets Mess did have a full case, and now we're just looking at one of the sets. did find the Ichika SP as our 1 of 5 SPs here. So Weiss also says this is also a good way to play test and try out the set for a good low price. It's quite the deal for 5 trial decks. Pure and Innocent Ichika promo. All right, Yotsuba up next. I like this picture. Headbands! Alright, Pure and Innocent Yotsuba promo at the back. I like to think I was keeping an eye out for promos, but I honestly don't remember if we saw anything like that at the back of the Nino deck. I suppose we'll find out which of these 5 doesn't have the promo with that 5th and final deck up next. Past 3 in a row have. So let's see. Alright, Itsuki deck here to finish off our openings today of quintuplets. And finishing off here with Pure and Innocent Itsuki. So, the deck that did not have the promos was Nino. So that is what you get here in the Quintessential Set. Playset of the Trial Deck exclusive cards. 1 of each foil plus 1 of 5 SPs. And then playsets of 4 out of 5 of the different promo cards. Like I said, this time around, our Nino deck did not have the promos. The other 4 did. And our SP of the set, like I said, 1 of 5 SPs per sealed set. It have shortcut hairstyle Ichika. It says you should be getting all 5. I thought it said 4 of each of 5 types. I could have just read it wrong. We'll just open it up and check. We did have it, yeah. So I must have mentally read it as 4 of 5 types. Instead of 4 each. Yeah. Okay, so we did have, never mind. I just completely forgot we saw that card. So, did have each of the promos then. I was wondering why it was weird like that we wouldn't get one of the promos, but apparently I'm just wrong. Yep, each display box will contain 1 of 5 PR card types for the regular set. Little advertisement for the regular boosters, and then information about the set here. Yeah, exclusive bonus of 4 of each of 5. Not 4 of 5. Okay. I'm just a goof. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Like I said, today has been somewhat of an off day. Apparently I can't read. So, with that, man, I really like these here. Nice to find each of the foils. Usually foil hunting out of trial decks is not easy. So just having them all here in the set is great. Now, of course, if you wanted to play a set of foils, you have to buy the foils singly or just buy 4 sets. But nice to have one of each here. So for like a person like me who just makes sets, this would be great. This would be great. Easy, just boom, done. But Soy Saucer says, coming from buying the Japanese set, this special set is actually value. Like, imagine if you wanted to make a master set and just have one of each card. How many trial decks you'd have to buy? Fabled Grim says, what's it being sold at? I know we listed ours, I think, at exactly what the suggested retail was. Let me go check. $250, I think? $250, somewhere in there. Quintessential Set. Yeah, $249.99 is what we have our sets at. I think that was the exact suggested price. I think there's some people on TCG a bit lower. But 1 SP, 1 of each of the trial deck foils, and play sets of the trial decks for $250. So, like I said, TCGPlayer I know has some cheaper. People on TCG will sell stuff as close to cost sometimes as possible. But, yeah, some people have them down to $200 on TCGPlayer, but retail is $250 on the sets. But overall, very, very cool here. Really like this set. And I like the SP. Overall, really enjoyed the artwork here for Quintessential Quintuplets. I'm assuming based on matching this here, that the other SPs will have the art that you see on the box. Of course, I could also just look at this tab I have open of Strictly Broken. Those are SSPs. Oh! I didn't realize this is a $240. Cool. Yeah, and then headphones. Yeah, the other trial deck SPs have the same imagery on the box. Looks like the Ichika is actually the most expensive. So that's cool. According to Strictly Broken. Of course, I don't know what they're at on TCGPlayer, but this is nearly the price of the retail. So, Soy Saucer says, I can guarantee you that price is value. Price of the special set will go up. And yeah, essentially the Ichika here pays for the whole box. There's another SP up that's... Which one is it? Nino, right? Or is that Itsuka? This one here is 160. Nino is 160 on Strictly Broken. Miku is 160. And then you get one of everything else, aside from SPs. I really like this set idea. It's cool. And Soy Saucer says, Ichika is a vital card to play in the meta builds. Overall, I really like this set idea. This was fun. I'm curious. I would think we'd see something like this for HoloLive as well, but Bushiroad could just opt to print a bazillion trial decks in English. We'll see, bots. I really enjoyed checking out Quintuplets here this afternoon. So those of you on YouTube, if you enjoyed it as well, you have not yet done so already, would be appreciated if you go ahead and hit that like button. Yeah, really enjoying Quintuplets. Really enjoying it. I know in tomorrow night's queue, I think we have 8 boxes so far of Quintuplets to check on out. So if you guys are craving more booster box openings, have a half case's worth of boxes for personal breaks tomorrow. Vader has 6 boxes. And 2 boxes to Michael B, I believe. So we'll be checking out some more Quintuplets tomorrow. But with that, that does it for me here on stream this evening. I do have some pre-release kits to publish of Magic the Gathering Crimson Vow. First up for Will, second up for Nick. So those videos should go live shortly after the end here. But I will get to sorting and listing these singles on our TCGPlayer shop. So if you guys saw anything that you'd be interested in picking up for your collection, saw anything particularly cute that you wanted, we'll have these available later this evening. Like I said, on TCGPlayer, a link in the description down below. Norin says, these cards look really cool. Tiffany says, as always, love the art style. Soy Saucer says, thank you. Thank you for watching, Soy Saucer. Icy Vein says, thanks for the stream. Like I said, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, you guys. I know when we have live Weiss cases, it's not as busy in chats. I know, Tiffany, you were feeling alone there. YouTube chat was pretty quiet throughout, but I really enjoyed checking out Weiss, so I'm glad you guys tuned in. Glad you all enjoyed it. Just gives me, I don't know. Yeah, because I always have to be like, yeah, let's just do a whole case. Bossman was like, should we do a case? I'm like, yeah, we should do a case of Quintuplets. Come on. So, happy to see you all here hanging out, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And that will be able to increase the amount of Weiss we get to open in the future. Hey, B-Stace is here right at the end. Yeah, just wrapping things on off here, B-Stace. Thanks for dropping by. Acorn says, have a good night, Allie. See you tomorrow. Steven says, have a great rest of your day, everyone. And Norin says, great stream as always. But thank you so much, you all, for watching. Really hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, still some magic. Still some magic to come tonight. Those videos I got recorded right before we got started. That's why we were running a little late. I had some stuff I wanted to open on up. Yeah, Tiffany, we got the dinosaur. Tinsel dinosaur. Hey, Sean F. Yeah, just wrapping things on off here. But I will, of course, be back tomorrow starting at 7:45 p.m. Eastern. So, 25 hours from now, you guys can come back. And I will see you all then. But yes, that is it for me here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I hope you all will join me again next time. So have a great evening, morning. Not sure what time zones you all are watching from. But enjoy the rest of today. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye. End of video. Twitch bonus content. Ziggy says, was cool. Thanks. Good night, everybody. Good night, Ziggy. Good night, Bubba. B-Stace, Acorn, and then Steven. Who else is here on Twitch? Doomers. Ryan. Kismet. Titus of Titus.